All right, second graders, today is our second day on our Vincent van Gogh Sunflower project, and it is the messy day. So you're going to want to make sure you have an art shirt today. There is a rag at every table to share to kind of wipe your fingers and wipe up any messes that you need to as you work. When you get your project back, you can start at any spot. But what you want to think about is the color wheel that we just talked about on the smartboard. So colors that are next to each other are going to blend nice. So let's see, I'm going to start with my base, and I'm going to go with this really cool light blue to start. So when you're using chalk, you can use the side and cover a larger area, or you can use the tip of it if you want to do a smaller spot at a time. Chalk looks awesome when you get a little messy and rub it in together. So I'm going to take my fingers and I'm just going to rub in circles, trying to keep this blue in just the one area, in just this vase. When I have less chalk, I can see some of that black paper going through, and it actually looks like a value. It looks like it actually gets darker there. I know that dark blue and a lighter blue would be next to each other on the color wheel, so I'm going to add this blue-violet color right on top. I'm not going to do the whole thing, I didn't put as much, and I'm going to rub that in, and I get this really nice blue color. I kind of like how the black is showing here, so I'm going to add even a little more black, not much, and I'm going to rub that in, and my vase goes from dark to medium to a lighter blue. I could even add a little white on top to make it look like this vase is shiny. My fingers are super dirty, so I'm going to use that rag at my table and kind of get them clean before I switch to my next color. So I'm going to go with this flower, and I'm going to try to make it look like a real sunflower. So sunflowers are kind of in the yellow to orange family, so I'm going to use some yellows and oranges. I'm going to start with that lighter color, kind of fill it in, and before I even do any kind of blending and smearing together, I'm going to add some more colors on top. Some brown, and we'll see what that looks like. So this is a smaller area. I'm just using one finger to do this blending. I didn't use all my fingers because it's not as big as the vase. That's looking pretty nice. I can see a little bit of blue coming in that flower, so I'm actually going to wipe my hands again, and I'm going to add a little bit more chalk in that spot to cover that up. I'm going to make the center of this flower dark brown. So I'm coloring hard. I might even add a little black in there to make it look darker. I'm going to smear that together. That's looking pretty nice. So I'm going to keep moving around the vase to all the flowers. At the end of art today, we want the entire picture covered in chalk. So that means the table, the vase, and even the background. The background doesn't have to be super dark. You could use just one color. I'll go with something I haven't used yet, like this pink. And I might just color close to the edge, and then I'm going to smear it out. So it kind of looks like it's fading into the background, into that black color. If you don't like that, you can add another color. Pink and red would be next to each other. What if I used some red back here and blended those two together? So colors that are next to each other blend nice. White, like right here, white and blue will make it lighter, and a little black will create a nice shadow. So your goal today is to have this full of color and not to have an entire project of brown smeared chalk. So go ahead and get started, and remember, a clean finger will help this project as you're smearing and getting all those colors together.